He put his hands on my woman. Hey.
Oh, dear.
He put his hands on my woman. Get him, Anthony.
Anthony Henry.
He put his hands on my boo. Get him, Anthony.
Anthony Henry getting the action away from us as Tommaso Ciampa goes right after a woman who was instrumental in assisting Anthony Henry in beating Ciampa last month in Concord.
She was barely even there.
Yeah, right at the bell, she got right up on the apron. Not the smartest move to do with Ciampa, and this is starting to look familiar from last month.
Ciampa's taking him over to the highspots.com tables.
Good God. Well, they aren't shopping for merchandise as Tommaso Ciampa chopping away on the chest of Anthony Henry, who has finally met, ever since reuniting with one Amber, has gotten back on course. And what I've even noticed is this guy was a bit of a high flyer. He's been demonstrating a much more ground-based offense ever since the reuniting happened.
PWX's Lethal Lovers. Amber has got Anthony focused. No more foolishness. He's got him trying to win matches. Wrestling a safer style, more impact. Oh, dear. We're about to get some impact. Oh dear. Oh, no.
We saw this last month. Running knee into the crowd. Takes out the 5-star king.
Huge grudge match between these two. And man, Tommaso Ciampa is not somebody I want to have a grudge with at all.
Oh, good God. The man is so unstable, so unhinged. I mean, they call him the Psycho Killer for several reasons.
Oh, dear, he's pulling him right over here. Oh, gosh.
Oh, dear. Well, he's got him set up in a chair. Chop across the chest. And now, oh, wait a minute. He's got a fan. Fans are getting in. Talk about too close for comfort. And, oh, man.
Oh, God. The fans are holding Henry. This can't be allowed, man.
Ciampa is going to come in charging with a full head of steam. And Henry is defenseless against that knee.
Woo! Holy shit. But look in the eyes of Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah. And the eyes of...
he was 6 inches from my face, and he has the eyes of a killer.
Well, it looks like he's going to try to go through for the kill now. I mean, the match hasn't even started yet, and already these men have been fighting on the outside for a better part of 2 minutes. Into the chairs goes Henry.
Into the front row he goes. Poor Rebecca's getting banged up over here in the corner. Chairs are flying. Yeah. No chivalry from Craig Veltri at all to try to save her.
Well, we got our boss in front of us actually serving as a barricade when Mr.
I should jump in front of Brian. He's too valuable. Oh, get him, baby. Get him, baby.
Tommaso Ciampa getting an earful from...
Get him, baby.
And wait a minute.
Don't let him do it, baby.
He's been using that knee quite exclusively to take out Anthony Henry.
Stop him, Amber.
Oh, my goodness. This is an insurance nightmare.
This is absolutely a liability. Ooh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, she's slapping Tommaso Ciampa.
He will hit a woman. Not the smartest thing you have ever done, Amber.
Put her down.
Oh, no. Come on. This is uncalled for, Tommaso. I don't have a lot of love lost for Amber Young, but this is so uncalled for. Come on. This is fines. This is lawsuits waiting to happen. And oh, no. Don't do what I think you're going to do, Tommaso. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you dare. Oh, my goodness. Well, runs right into Anthony Henry. Cuts
into the edge of the ring.
So to speak. Throws him right into the hard part of that ring.
It's exactly what I was talking about. Amber has got Anthony Henry thinking clearer than he's ever been. Has got him sharper in the ring than he's ever been. A lot fewer high risks. A lot more high impact. PWX's Lethal Lovers, as finally the bell sounds and we're officially underway, are working like a well-oiled machine here. This combination of Henry and Amber Young so far has been perfect. They're 1-0 since they got back together.
Oh, my God. Too close for comfort is right, and we thank the Main Cellar City Club for having us here in Hickory, North Carolina. For more information on your premier wrestling experience, please visit pwxpro.com.
The boss is looking unhappy.
Is in control, and obviously, yeah, we had Mr. K right out in front of us. looking exasperated as all hell. Yeah.
The boss does not look happy. Tommaso Ciampa may be fined or anything.
No. Well,
he could owe some money to the boss.
Let's review. He assaults Anthony Henry on the announce table. He also assaults him in the crowd. Almost gives a unprotected knee right to the face of Amber Young. Yeah.
And he put his hands on my would-be girlfriend.
That goes without saying, Brad.
That's horrible.
And Anthony Henry with a knee of his own to Ciampa. I mean, that is the volatile attitude that cost him a couple of months in other organizations. You got to wonder if really this running around the ring exacerbated or exhausted him.
Oh, no. This guy's a head case. You're talking about why he's not working in other places. This guy's a head case.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if he comes over here, I'm going to tell him you said that. But this guy's a head case. This guy's dangerous for real. Like, there's wrestling dangerous. Like, I would not want to get kicked in the head by Chip Day.
Oh, no.
And then there's, like dangerous, like call the police.
Oh,
Tommaso Ciampa is call the police dangerous.
Absolutely, he is. And not to mention, goes without saying, he is wrestling dangerous as well. I mean, that Project Ciampa nearly put Henry away last month, but again, thank you, handle the tights and a distraction by Amber Young. He managed to get his first victory in several months. Might get another one here, but a 1 count only.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my.
And wow, chops being administered in the middle of the ring at a seated position as
Henry with the advantage, though. Henry with the advantage. 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, there is no way Anthony Henry would have won a slugfest against somebody as tough as Tommaso Ciampa. Whether you like it, whether anybody else likes it or not, Amber Young is the best thing that's happened to Anthony Henry.
Well, I mean, not to rehash my personal life, but again, it's understandable why this man was so tortured. He's gonna go for that knee.
He's gonna hit him. He's gonna hit him with the raw dog knee with no padding. It's gonna be bone on bone here in a second.
Reciprocating what was dished out to him in the early going, but Ciampa had him scouted with that knee of his own.
Good Lord, this is madness in any direction, man.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of madness, part of here's the truth. Anthony Henry, in those matches during that prolific losing streak, and not in a good way, so I guess the word would be infamous, but if it weren't for Amber Young coming out to the ring, you got to wonder, that losing streak might have been a little bit different. If anything, this woman made herself dependent by this man, but obviously I think he's going to need a dentist by the end of this match.
I mean, it's real simple. He lost without her. He's won with her.
Oh, man. And he goes to the cover again. 1, 2, and a near fall.
Greg Veltri, this thing has been a war thus far.
And Tommaso Ciampa with the one firing most of the shots in it. Anthony Henry looking like that loss last month is going to be avenged unless he does something very drastic at this point. Front suplex, gets the separation, enough, and a drop kick right to the head. Anthony Henry setting up, charging in, has some really great speed, does Henry, with that back elbow, off the ropes, sliding lariat, and into the cover he goes. 1, 2, and a very, very near fall.
Real close. A lot of times fans condition themselves to think that the match is only going to end on a big spectacular move, that the match is going to come, the finish is going to come rather on the Meltzer driver or the big brain buster or whatever. A great, well-placed strike can absolutely knock a man out for 3 seconds, and we almost just saw it. Anthony Henry almost surprised Tommaso Ciampa and beat him with the simplest of strikes, but the simplest can also be the most effective.
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting to see if one half of these fatal lovers here can manage to bring himself back against the Psycho Killer who has punished him for the part of this match. Sleeper hold by Anthony Henry, and yeah, he's got that cinched in right now.
Great thinking from Anthony Henry. I'll say it again. A few months ago, this would not have been Anthony Henry's strategy. He'd have been jumping off the top rope or jumping off the ceiling with some big, crazy, high-flying maneuver. Amber has got him more focused than ever. This is just as effective with a far, far greatly reduced chance for danger to Henry himself. He can win the matchup right here. He's depriving the brain of oxygen.
He's got the 2 on right now, but Ciampa still has some fight left in him. His arm did not drop.
Transitions into a little bit more of a chin lock than a sleeper. He needs to get that sleeper hold locked back in.
Now he's losing his grip,
Yeah,
and now it looks
he
like...
had to let it go.
And now continues the assault.
He had to let it go while he was still in the offensive position there.
Absolutely. And it looks like, in fact, Ciampa, I think, is starting to like this. One more slap, and, oh, man, it's not even phasing him. God, he is a psychopath.
This guy's bizarre.
And now...
He makes me uneasy in his presence.
This is...
So does Amber, but in a different way.
Something is not right in your head if you enjoy...
He's opening up. He's leaving himself wide open here. He said, give me your best shot, kid.
Oh, my goodness.
He's mocking Anthony Henry's striking ability here.
Anthony Henry is in big trouble. If anything, it's like they said in Blazing Saddle, if you shoot him, you only make him mad.
Oh, Jesus!
And talk about the taste getting slapped out of your mouth. Anthony Henry is now back on the defensive as the Psycho Killer is firing up.
Oh no!
This going for, oh my goodness, modified STO with extra elevation and hang time with that top rope. I think Tommaso Ciampa might be ready to put the final blows to Mr. Match of the Night.
That was one of the loudest slaps I've ever heard in my life. Amber does not like it. Anthony Henry was fired up though, man. When he slapped him, it woke something up in Anthony Henry. The problem was he couldn't outfight Tommaso. He had all that rage, but he got stopped. His momentum did. He's got to start that momentum again now.
All the momentum you possibly can imagine.
Jeez almighty.
Is it even enough to take down Ciampa at this point? And wait a minute, I think this is it. He's trying to go forward, Project Ciampa, but Anthony Henry blocks it.
There it is.
And look, he's going for his finisher right here. Looks like a spinning curtain call almost. Ciampa reverses it, throws him off the ropes. Big knee to the face once more.
Oh no.
Another series of them. Henry might be defenseless at this point. Again and again with these strikes. Ciampa is on a... Oh, he's calling for something here. Got him up, but reversed again. Both these men trying to gain the upper hand to no avail. Step up enziguri by Anthony Henry, and Henry's got him in a double under position. Tiger driver into the cover. 2 and a near fall.
Perfect positioning for the fall. Dropped him right in the center of the ring. Nowhere near a rope. Tommaso had to kick out. And now Henry has got to keep his eyes on the prize here. A little bit of frustration, you can see it on the face of Anthony Henry, but he has got to keep his eyes on the prize here.
Anthony Henry, once again, this is something we haven't seen in a while, but he's going high risk, desperation move, I think at this point, trying to do something, anything to pick up this victory. And Ciampa had him scouted here. This is so dangerous. Once more, these ceilings are very low. At the main Cellar City Club in Hickory.
Tommaso is lethal, man.
Oh my goodness, Ciampa's got him up. Oh, this is so dangerous here. If he's doing what I think he is about to do. Oh my goodness, drops Anthony Henry right on his head.
Air raid crash from the
Into
top.
the cover and fall. That was a 2 count. How was that a 2 count? Anthony Henry has taken probably the worst punishment I have ever seen him take in a PWX ring. I don't know where he's getting his resiliency, but bravo for him finding it so far. Crowd
very split here, appreciating the fact that these two are willing to basically murder their bodies in this matchup. It's been one of the,
Oh, look at this. Step up enziguri by Henry.
Right in the forehead. This has been one of the most violent matches I've ever seen in the PWX ring.
Look at this. Oh! Got the double knees right to underneath the jaw of Ciampa. Ciampa struggling to get up. Henry's up, frog splash.
Perfect frog splash.
Into the cover, and Ciampa kicks out.
Boy, those near falls are getting so close, man. I said it earlier, Henry's got to stay focused, Craig. You got to keep moving forward. It's almost like you don't have time to register frustration. He's got to keep moving forward or he will get beat. Maybe knocked out. Maybe psycho killed.
And so many other awful things. And Anthony Henry, he won last month. The last thing, we talked about it earlier with Elijah Evans. We talked about it all the time, really. And a loss will cost you so much more. And that's all Henry had been doing this past year. He finally gets a win last month. If he can manage to pull a string together, you got to wonder if he's going to be back in title consideration once more.
These two are just throwing bombs. Oh my God.
And to the cover goes Ciampa, 2, and a near fall for the Psycho Killer.
This thing is like a prize fight. And we're going into the 14th or 15th round.
Well, this could be the knockout blow as he was going for Project Ciampa, and there goes Amber onto the apron with the distraction. Henry hits the super kick off of that distraction, and he ties him up in the ropes. Ciampa is defenseless. The referee can't do anything to stop it. Another super kick. 3 in a row. And now Henry's got him up. This should do it.
Package dropped him around the back of the head.
And a 2. Ciampa kicks out after a trio of super kicks and that devastating reverse modified DDT. Ciampa manages to somehow kick out. And Anthony Henry with a look of desperation and shock.
I don't know what it's going to take to win this match. I really don't. I genuinely do not know what it's going to take to win this match. This thing has been something else, man. These two are fighting at another level of intensity.
Oh, wait a minute. I think Henry is going to try that move again on the turnbuckle. Oh, wait a minute.
Every crash on the apron. No. Oh dear!
He's already taken one from the top rope, and now he takes it
right on the hardest part of the ring.
Absolutely, he does. Into the cover he goes. 1, 2, and Amber Young pulls the referee out of the ring.
She saved the matchup, like it or not. She just saved the matchup for her man.
That could get her disqualified. And he's getting sent to the back. Say bye-bye to your boo-boo, Brad.
Bye, baby. She can come sit with us, can't she?
No, thank you. And now, Tommaso Ciampa had this match.
Cradle!
Roll through, and I think he's got the tights. He's got the tights, and a 2 count only. Walks right into that knee. And Ciampa, I think Ciampa's just about had it. Running knee once more. You could even say that Ciampa's taking him to Knee City right here.
The ring is moving with the impact that Tommaso Ciampa is hitting these ropes.
Oh my goodness. And Ciampa, I think it's about lights out time for a low blow right in front of the referee. I think he's going to award the match to Tommaso Ciampa. That blatant low blow.
Good grief. I agree with that young man in the crowd. Do what you gotta do.
Here's what he did.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout as a result of a disqualification, Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, do exactly what you gotta do. Not the smartest thing Anthony Henry has ever done, but at least it prevented the Project Ciampa.
I'm gonna disagree with that. Yeah, he's gonna go home with the loser's share of the money tonight. That's fine, but Tommaso Ciampa has still not beaten Anthony Henry. Not really. He didn't hit Project Ciampa. He didn't get the 3 count. He's got a DQ. Anthony Henry went to war with Tommaso Ciampa and stayed alive. Now, we'll never know if Project Ciampa could have put him down or not, And what is going on now?
Oh, God. I think Anthony Henry had some ill intentions with that chair, but Ciampa had him scouted once more. Oh, sit-out powerbomb. And I think he's going to do one more. Oh, look, got him up. There it is. That's the Project Ciampa.
Yeah, but the match is over. Tommaso Ciampa is going to have to go back home now, not knowing if he could have beat Anthony Henry with that Project Ciampa or not. This thing was as wild and as violent as any match I've seen, but Craig Beltry, fundamentally, it ends in a stalemate.
It was an incredible matchup, but an awful shame, all the interference by Amber Young, and even more awful shame that Anthony Henry decided to take the easy way out of this match. And what's happening here? I don't think Tommaso Ciampa is done. How fitting, a psycho killer echoes through the crowd. The exclamation point for Tommaso Ciampa